हरदम हमारे, तेरी याद दिल से नहीं दूर जाए, नहीं दूर जाए। मिले शक्तियाँ सिद्धियाँ सब खजाने, तो भी प्यार तेरा नहीं भूल पाए, नहीं भूल पाए। यही मन में बाबा है हरदम हमारे। ये शोहरत भी क्या है, तुम्हारी ही दौलत, तुम्हारा दिया सब तुम्हारी बदौलत। तुम्हारे ही हम हैं, तुम ही हो हमारे, इसकी सिवा याद कुछ भी ना आए, कुछ भी ना आए। यही मन में बाबा है हरदम हमारे। तुम ही तो गुणों से सजाते हो हमको, महिमा की माला पहनाते हमको। हम जो बने हैं तुम्हारे बनाए, कहीं खुद पे हमको गुरूर आना जाए, गुरूर आना जाए। यही मन में बाबा है हरदम हमारे। हमें मान दे करके ऊंचा उठाया, दिल तख्त पर हमको आपने बिठाया। हमें खुशनुमा जिंदगी देने वाले, तेरी खूबियों को जुबां कैसे गाए, जुबां कैसे गाए। यही मन में
Om Shanti. So this evening, the topic is secrets of maintaining self-respect. So we should have that clear aim, understanding of knowledge, and we have to become the embodiment of knowledge. Before Gyan, quite a few of us were not having that enough self-respect, because this is a competitive society. Everybody is trying to compete with others, and if I'm not competent enough, then I feel I'm no good. And that's what has happened in most of us. Also, it's a society where people are quite critical right from childhood. If somebody is criticized or told that you are no good, somebody is better than you. As a child, somebody is told your friend is better than you, your neighbor is better than you, your cousin is better than you. So while listening all the time, somebody is better than me, usually the soul starts feeling that, oh, I'm no good. I'm not good. So in this comparative, competitive, critical society, everybody is comparing each other, everybody is competing with others, and everybody is criticizing others. And in such a society where a soul is all the time listening, oh, you are no good, you are no good, you are no good, that souls start accepting that, yes, I'm no good. Whereas now Baba is telling us, you are special souls. You are sweet souls. You are most elevated of Brahman clan. The problem is, we accept the human opinion and criticism, but whatever Baba is telling us doesn't touch our heart. It touches our intellect. Theoretically, we understand what Baba is telling, but the heart is not accepting it. And that's what now I had to become, the awareness of this most elevated Brahman life, becoming the embodiment of awareness. Not just intellectually knowledgeful, but aware of what Baba is telling me. So first step is acceptance of Baba's teaching as well as the titles that Baba is giving me. Baba is giving us such beautiful titles. You are stars of success, you are stars of hope, you are the rivers of knowledge, you are the Shiv Shakti army. So many good titles Baba is giving us. And so I have to check, do I really have faith in Baba? If I have faith in Baba, then I would accept what Baba is telling, isn't it? Because we say, oh, I know Baba, I love Baba, Baba is teaching us. But how deep is my faith? What is the percentage of my faith in Baba? If I have full faith, then I'll accept Baba's each and every version. And so I had to really first of all understand and have faith that this is what Baba is teaching me. And Baba says, I will make you from Shudra to Brahman to angel to deity. And this Baba says to each and every student of this university. He doesn't say, I'll only make few of you. That I'm only making only dadis, the world sovereign, or deities, or angels. He says, I'm making each and every one of you. Whether you are 1 month student or 68 years student. The aim is the same, teacher is the same, university is the same, but our understanding, acceptance, and faith is number-wise. And so, not only I should listen to Baba, but I should see that I become aware and maintain that awareness all the time, that this is what I am. Because Baba says, I'm making you praiseworthy, worship-worthy. So not only He's making us Brahman from Shudra, but He is making us praiseworthy, worship-worthy. And Baba sees our potential qualities. Because each and every soul has these all potential qualities. All spatial qualities. We are not aware of it, we have forgotten about it. So Baba is reminding us that you were worship-worthy deities. Even Lokik Brahmins who don't have any knowledge, no purity, nothing, still they are given so much respect in the present society. They have exclusive rights to do temple service, decorate the deities, offer food to deities. Other people are not even allowed to come near deities, images of deities. Whereas in a Lokik world, only those Brahmins are given that right. Whereas we are the mouth-born progeny of Shiv Baba or Brahma Baba, and we have knowledge, we have purity, we have got the right to Baba's all powers. And so as much as I claim those rights, naturally I will feel elevated. Because Baba says you are the highest on high. I am making you highest on high like me. Whereas those who have lack of self-esteem, they say, oh, I'm not as good as this person. Oh, this person gives better lecture. This person is better in this, and that person is better. I'm not as good as that person. And so, by having that awareness, we keep ourselves holding back. And so whenever I have these negative thoughts about me, I had to immediately correct myself. Because if I sustain my old sanskars, because this is our old sanskar of comparison and criticism and accepting criticism or self-criticism, these are our old sanskars. And that's where, as soon as such thoughts come in my mind of comparing myself with others, I had to stop myself. And that's what now Baba is now telling us to check ourselves. Pay attention to our thoughts. Check what sort of thoughts are in my mind and stop such negative, critical thoughts. Not sustain them. So, what I need to do is make my yoga power so much that I am able to give full stop to such thoughts. Because we are becoming self-sovereign now. World sovereign we will become in future. But here we have to become self-sovereign first. That is, I should be able to control my thoughts, emotions, sense organs, etc. So the first control I need to exert is on my thoughts. So this is a control freak society. Now everybody wants to control everyone. Everybody wants to be the boss. Nobody wants to get the direction or order. And so rather than trying to control somebody else, now first I had to learn how to control my own thoughts. So my brake should be very powerful. At the moment, our accelerator of mind is very powerful. Mind is thinking in so many different directions, so fast. It can travel to any continent within few seconds. But we don't have powerful brakes. So as soon as I say, tell my mind, come on, stop, it doesn't stop, isn't it? And so now, this is the experiment I had to do. Through yoga, I receive power, and in my practical life, I'm checking my thoughts and trying to give a break to such thoughts which are useless or waste thoughts or negative thoughts or critical thoughts. So that is the first thing I had to practice. The second thing what we need to do is, what Baba does is, whenever Baba sees a soul, Baba doesn't see us in our present stage. Baba being Trikaldarshi, he sees the past, present and future of the soul. And same way Baba says, I'm making you also Trikaldarshi. So I had to have clear picture of what I was, what I am, what I am going to be. It should not be just theoretical knowledge about, Baba says, be Swadershan Chakradhari. It should not be just theoretical knowledge that I know that in golden age we were deities and in silver age we became warriors and merchants and Shudras and now we are Brahman. But I should have that awareness. Now, whenever I see the picture of Lakshmi Narayan, I should have this awareness, this is my picture, I was that. I am going to become that. So this awareness now Baba has given one murli on being aware of what Baba is telling us. Not just knowing intellectually, but being aware that I was once upon a time Lakshmi Narayan. And in near future I am going to be that. So then it's very deeply ingrained in my mind that that is me. Because I'm so much used to see the past of this birth. That, oh, I hadn't been good in this, or I hadn't been good in Gyan, or I hadn't been good in yoga, or I hadn't been smart in my office, or I hadn't been wise in my decision. And so we always see what we had, our past. Or we have clear present also, that this is what I am, what can I do? So present also we have clear, but future is really not so clear in our awareness. And that's what now I have to become the form of awareness of my future form, my potential qualities. That I was that, I'm going to become that. And look at myself as well as others in that form. Because it is essential. Because sometimes it may be that I think I'm okay. But I look at others with that critical vision and put them down. Because we go to the extreme, either we have ego or lack of self-esteem. And when I have ego, I think, oh, I'm smart and I'm good and I'm intelligent and I'm boss. So we try to put down somebody else, their self-esteem also we try to put them down, saying, oh, you're hopeless, you haven't done, you couldn't do, I've told you so many times, still you're like this. So sometimes we are not encouraging others to develop their self-esteem. And that's what we have to give cooperation to other Brahmins or other people, to uplift them with our positive vision, with our good wishes, with pure feelings. And that can help others around us to build the self-esteem. And so I need to remind myself that Baba has given me this role of benevolent, bring benefit to everyone. including myself. So I need to have love and respect for myself, love and respect for others. Because if I have love and respect for myself, I'll give love and respect to others. And this sort of a cooperation in Brahman family, especially Brahman family, is very essential to uplift the whole Brahman clan. So, only thing I had to be aware that it's not body consciousness and it doesn't go to ego. Because sometimes, if there is body consciousness, it becomes ego. I am smart, I am elevated, I am a spatial soul, I am a knowledgeful soul. So I had to just check that there is no body conscious element in that. Otherwise, it will be ego. But if there is soul consciousness, it becomes self-respect. And then it can lead me to have that intoxication who I am. Because that's what exercise Baba was giving right in the early days, who I am, churning on who am I. So you must have read this early Yagya story that everybody used to move around having this awareness, I am four-armed Vishnu. So that gave them that intoxication, I am four-armed Vishnu or I am Shiva Shakti, etc. So the difference between ego and intoxication is that in ego there is body consciousness, and with ego we disrespect others, insult others, we become critical of others. Whereas in intoxication and self-respect, the basis is soul consciousness. So we love and respect ourselves, we love and respect others, and we have good wishes to encourage others to be also elevated. Egoistic person will say, you are hopeless. Whereas intoxicated person will say, don't worry about your weakness. If you remember Baba and follow this knowledge, you also can become deities like me, or spatial soul like me, or spatial soul. So I had to see that I am able to not only help myself but help others to increase that self-esteem and start seeing my speciality. Sit down, because sometimes you don't know what are your specialities. And it is worth to spend time, sit down, introspect yourself, see which are your specialities. Because unfortunately we are very much aware of our weakness. If anybody asks you, what are your weak points? You will say, oh, I'm lazy, oh, I'm a bit careless, oh, I'm short-tempered, oh, I worry a lot. So if anybody asks us our weakness, we can tell immediately. But if anybody asks our speciality, we'll start thinking, oh, I don't know. Or one or two specialities we will be able to tell, but we will be able to tell 10 weaknesses. And so what we need to do is have a list of all virtues in front of us and tick which virtue I have, what percentage I have. Because I need to know where I stand. and try to develop whatever is missing in me. So if I am aware of my virtues, specialities, and have faith in Baba, because I may not have faith in myself that I can become like Lakshmi Narayan or angels. But at least if I have faith that I got such a supreme teacher, supreme father, supreme teacher, supreme guru, who is my father, teacher, guru, and he is promising me that you can be like that, then why should I not maintain that respect or faith that I'm going to become that? So with that determination, with that faith, and naturally we will have to keep on making effort. Not give up. If a student gives up, then they can't progress. And so never allow these thoughts of hopelessness that no, I have been trying for 5 years and I haven't gone anywhere. I have still so many weaknesses. But Baba has given 68 years to the first group of souls. And those who have reached this stage, I should not compare myself with them, saying, oh, dadis, they are so elevated, and I am so low. I remember once when we came to Madhuban, one of the sisters, when she met Didi Manmohini, she started crying. She started crying, saying, oh, Didi is so elevated and I am so hopeless. Because that sanskar of comparison is such that we used to keep all the gurus and deities on a high pedestal, and now Didis and Dadas and all on those high pedestals, and saying, oh, they are so great, and see what I am. So sometimes we start comparing ourselves with them and feel that we are not as good as them, forgetting that they had 68 years to reach that stage. And because now the Gyan and Yoga is getting refined, it's not that we cannot reach, because Baba says even the last can go fast and become first. So Baba is giving us hopes that you can also go fast. You can be also part of Rosary of 108. And so never lose hope, never give up, but keep on persevering your goal. And be patient with yourself, because sometimes we are not patient with ourselves. And we start beating ourselves and feeling guilty and hopeless. Oh, again I made mistake. Oh, again it's this. I had impure vision, or again I had this. Sometimes we keep on feeling guilty and waste a lot of time in guilt. Okay, you made mistake, write to Baba and finish it. So you need to learn to be your own loving and lawful teacher. And be patient with yourself. And keep on working on yourself. And naturally, if you keep on working on yourself, you will reach at least your most elevated stage. That is guaranteed. You may not become first Lakshmi Narayana. But Baba says, everybody can reach their own elevated highest stage. And that's what, if we keep a goal in our mind and remind ourselves that Baba is my teacher and he is going to make me complete, then naturally, if you keep courage, Baba helps million times. And especially this year, Baba has again given us this blessing. Your little efforts, I'll give you multi-million times. Your courage, and Baba will help multi-million times. And so, keep on courage, keep on working in yourself, and pay constant attention. Because it's not enough that initially we paid attention on ourselves. Because what happens, early stage in jnana, everybody is so intoxicated and so much love for efforts and they pay so much attention. But after a while, sometimes that subtle ego comes. I know everything. And if that subtle ego comes, we give up making efforts or paying attention. So subtle effort is paying constant attention on my thoughts, especially my thoughts and emotions. Not allow negative thoughts, negative emotions. And that will help me to move on. Even if I'm moving slowly and steadily, I'm bound to win the race. That's definite. But keep on moving. Don't get busy in world service, because sometimes what happens, we give importance to our job, because in job if we are not good, efficient, the boss will scream and shout and may sack from job. And so we are careful about job. With service also, sometimes we are so much interested in service of others that we keep on working on planning and doing service and everything. But when it comes to self-service, we don't have time. So we should not neglect self-service. We should find time, and everybody has got time. Because at least morning 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock is our time, isn't it? Whether you go to center or not, whether you go to center to listen to Murli or not, that is the time everybody can have for their meditation, study. And if that time is given for, the quality time is given on self, then the self will progress. Otherwise, we get involved in service and karma yoga and lokic job and family, and we don't have time for ourselves. So we sometimes neglect ourselves. And so if that is not a balanced thing, then we are not progressing fast, and then we get frustrated and hopeless and disappointed with ourselves. And that's why we have to see that we have balanced life, that we are not neglecting anything. Self-service, world service, Laukic family, everything. And sometimes we play this game to increase self-respect. We play the game or workshop where a group of 8 people who know each other, they sit together and on the chit of paper, piece of paper, they write down the speciality of everyone. We pass the paper, the name is written on the top, everybody writes one speciality of that soul. And so the soul who doesn't know their own speciality sometimes get that feedback from other people that these are your specialities, then you are able to see your own specialities. And that's how we can help ourselves and others also to have that self-respect. Also, rather than looking at what I don't do or what I can't do, because that's what our negative vision for ourselves is, I can't do this, I can't do that. And we see what we can't do, we don't see what I can do. Suppose somebody is a good cook, but not good lecturer. So rather than saying, okay, let me do this for Baba, cook bhojan, Brahma bhojan, please Baba and please everyone, they will be unhappy, oh, but I can't give lecture, oh, I can't do IP service, see these people are doing IP service and I'm just doing this cooking. And then feeling unhappy about their self. But whatever your speciality Baba has given, if you use your speciality in Baba's service, you will get so much blessing from others. So whether it's a gardening or cooking or karma yoga, cleaning, whatever you do for Baba, do it with love. Use your speciality and you'll see you will get blessings from so many people. And that will give you that inner contentment. So, try to be positive, because we have been giving positive thinking course a lot, isn't it? And nowadays, everybody gives positive thinking course. How many of you have given positive thinking course? Will you raise your hand? Okay. So we give positive thinking course, but we have to now check, am I positively thinking all the time? Especially about myself and my situation, other people around me. Because if we pay attention to ourselves, we'll see that we are so much happy. And we are able to give that happiness to others. And that will give us so much blessing. And the blessing also of others will help us to move forward. So that's where we see that if we are negative all the time, or if we allow our negative sanskar, impure sanskar of anger and depressed and frustrated and feeling hopeless, then others will be hopeless about us. No? If we all the time keep on complaining, oh, this is not there, this is not there, this is not there, then what will happen? people will try to avoid our company, say, oh, this soul is so negative, I don't want to be in this soul's company. So, so I had to see that I don't have that sort of any negativity, and I built up my more and more positivity, which will help me to move forward. So, everybody has got that right to be world sovereign. Baba is giving all his children this right. And that's what, if I have awareness, I am going to be self-sovereign now. World sovereignty I will have. And I had to have that control over my thoughts, emotions, and guide them according to Baba's teaching. So I had to become the embodiment of knowledge, aware of Baba's teaching, and maintain that awareness all the time. Not just knowledgeful, but aware of that. And yoga will give me that strength to develop those specialities or overcome whatever weaknesses I have. So be the form of yoga, be aware of this speciality that I have. And as I deepen my faith in Baba, I'll find that I'm moving forward fast. Om Shanti. So does anybody have any question? Dadiji will come any time. So anybody has any question? There are microphone देना है यहाँ. रख दो यहाँ जिसको.
Didi, what's been the greatest challenge to your self-respect, and how have you overcome that or dealt with that?
Fortunately, I had a lot of self-respect, right? Before Gyan also, I had a lot of self-respect. Reason being, as I said, some people have parents who are critical and putting them down, whereas my parents, whatever reason may be, it was not because, it was because I had that, I was good in my studies. I was wise amongst all of my brothers and sisters, so they had a lot of respect for me. And so I had self-respect. And there had been criticism and people blaming me for their own whatever problems were there. And whenever anybody criticized me or blamed me, I used to check myself, did I do like that? Or did I mean to hurt somebody or put pressure on somebody? And I told myself that I haven't done anything wrong. What I have done is just with good intention to help them. And so naturally, because when people criticize or blame us, it can be their own negative vision, or it can be my weakness. And so I tried to see whether it was I was doing anything wrong. And I realized that no, I am doing it as Baba is telling me. If somebody does not accept Baba's Srimat or direction, then it's their problem, isn't it? Or if they take it in that sense, then it's their problem. So I didn't take that personally. And so naturally, I could maintain my self-respect because I had self-respect. I had to just maintain it and not blame myself for anything going wrong, because I can do best what I can do. If people are not able to accept it, I can't help them. Okay?